Hello and welcome to Dr. Anima Upadhyay's Chemistry in Technology lecture videos. The topic of today's video is nanotechnology in agriculture. It's an important topic as it is important from both theory as well as research point of view and is a topic of current affairs. So please watch this video till end. I would also like to request to those who have not so far subscribed to my channel. So please subscribe to it and also share my video among all your friends. Now let's begin with the today's topic, that is nanotechnology in agriculture. State the usefulness of nanomaterials in agriculture. Nanomaterials have found to be very useful in agriculture for different approaches, such as in the biostimulation of crops, nanofertilizers, nanopesticides, nanocarriers of other compounds or molecules of interest. With these applications, it is possible to increase the productivity of crops and to increase the tolerance to different types of stress, both biotic and abiotic. Thus, their potential applications can improve agricultural productivity to a great extent. Explain how nanomaterials are an important asset in modernizing agricultural industry. The nanomaterials have great potential in improving seed germination, growth of plant protection, pathogen detection in pesticide or herbicide, residue detection, delivery of fertilizers, micronutrient supply to soil, thus giving a new and modern approach to underexplored area of agriculture through nanotechnology, and therefore it can be called as a great asset in modernizing agricultural industries. With the help of this figure, I have tried to explain to you how the nanotechnology is a great asset in modernizing the agricultural industry. Elaborate the importance of nanotechnology in seed science and crop protection. So first we will talk about the importance of nanotechnology in seed science and then about the crop protection. Let's begin with the seed science. Carbon nanotubes penetrate the seed coat, thus serving as a new pore for water permeation and to act as a passage to channelize water from substrate to seeds, which is exploited in rain-fed agricultural system to facilitate germination. Now let's see how they are important in crop protection. Copper-based fungicides produce reactive hydroxyl radicals which could damage biomolecules such as lipids, proteins and DNA among others. So the studies have confirmed that copper nanoparticles have antimicrobial activity against a wide spectrum of plant pathogenic bacteria and fungi. What nanomaterials are generally employed in agriculture? A variety of carbon-based, metals and metal oxide-based dendrimers such as nano-sized polymers and biocomposite nanomaterials are employed. The nanomaterials that are employed include single and multi-walled carbon nanotubes, CNTs, nanoparticles of metals and their oxides such as iron, aluminium, copper, gold, silver, silica and zinc. And the nanoparticles of metal oxides include zinc oxide, titanium dioxide, cerium trioxide and copper oxide. All these nanomaterials are extensively used in agricultural production, crop protection, food processing, and in food packaging also. Suggest how nanotechnology is useful for sustainable agriculture. Agriculture is an urgent requirement to fulfill the nutritional demands of the fast growing global population. In conventional farming, around 1/3 of the crops gets damaged. This is mainly attributed to pest infestation, microbial attacks, natural disasters, poor soil quality due to poor nutrient availability is also a major concern. So, modern and innovative technologies are required to overcome these issues. Use of nanotechnology has contributed to a great extent to the agro-tech revolution that has immense potential to reform the existing agricultural system with promising food security. Therefore, nanoparticles are becoming a new age material to transform modern agricultural practices. The variety of nanoparticle based formulations, including nano-sized pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, fertilizers, and sensors, have been widely investigated for plant health management and soil improvement. Nanotechnology will improve the quality of soil and will also help the plants to grow in hard conditions. The in-depth knowledge of plant and nanomaterial interactions will open new avenues towards improving crop practices through increased properties such as disease resistance, crop yield, and nutrient utilization. Thus, it can be said that nanotechnology based agriculture is the future tool of sustainable agriculture with high rate of seed germination, crop productivity, and food security. Which nanomaterials are used in seed germination? Carbon nanoparticles such as graphene, graphene oxide, carbon dots, and fullerenes are used for improved seed germination. What is current nanotechnology used in agriculture? The current nanotechnology in agriculture includes applications like use of nanofertilizers and nanopesticides to trail products and nutrient levels to increase the productivity of crop without decontamination of soil, water, and protection against several insect pests and microbial diseases. Which country in the world is at the top that uses nanotechnology? Switzerland plays a significant role in the global nanotechnology community and is known for its high quality research and innovation in this field. What is the rank of India in nanotechnology? India is at number 3 in using nanoscience after the US and China and is ahead of Japan, Britain, and France. What are the disadvantages of nanotechnology in agriculture? Nanomaterials which are left as residues and cannot be removed or recycled can cause air, water, and soil pollution. This type of pollution is so hazardous that it cannot be detected easily, making it another unwanted man-made environmental disaster with uncertain long-term effects. What are the harmful effects of nanoparticles on agriculture and soil? The commonly bioaccumulated nanoparticles such as copper oxide, lanthanum oxide, cerium oxide, and nickel oxide cause a decrease in the rate of photosynthesis and transpiration. Additionally, they negatively alter the integrity of cellular and subcellular organisms that affects the plant's growth and its functions. Which nanofertilizer is approved in India? IFCO Nano Urea is the only nanofertilizer approved by the Government of India and included in the Fertilizer Control Order FCO. Government of India has recently approved the Nano Liquid DAP fertilizer also for the benefit of farmers and to make the country self-reliant in this area. Is the liquid nano nitrogen fertilizer of IFCO organic in nature? The nano nitrogen fertilizer of IFCO is a urea-based formulation where urea is coated with polymers to make nano-sized particles. Therefore, this fertilizer is a synthetic chemical fertilizer and not an organic fertilizer. Is the nano urea safe to use? Nano urea is tested for toxicity and biosafety. It is recommended for use and is safe for humans, animals, birds, and soil organisms. Thus, it can be said that it is safe to use. What are the limitations of nanofertilizers in agriculture? The limitations are lack of a nanofertilizer risk management system, lack of production and availability of nanofertilizers in required quantities, high cost of nanofertilizers, lack of standardization in the formulation process, and lack of knowledge of toxicity level studies. What are the benefits of using nano urea? Is its use successful on crops? A 500 ml nano urea bottle with 40,000 milligrams per ml of nitrogen is sufficient for providing nitrogen to 1 acre of the field with crops compared to 2.5 bags of urea. The trials with nano urea have shown around 8% increase in the crop yield. The nanotechnology based product is the most advanced nitrogen fertilizer with enhanced efficiency. Its use is not only successful but is also cost effective and is required in less quantities. What are the negative effects of nanoparticles on plants? Are the effects of nanoparticles always negative? Nanoparticles sometimes exert negative effects on the plants, such as suppression of plant growth, inhibition of chlorophyll synthesis, and photosynthetic efficiency. They break the cell wall and damage the vacuoles of the root cells. They have genotoxic effect. Silver nanoparticles exposure significantly increases the number of chromosomal aberrations in micronuclei and decreases the mitotic index in exposed groups compared to the control. It also causes a reduction in the plant's biomass and in transpiration process. The effects of nanoparticles are not always negative. However, it depends upon many factors. How nanoparticles and soil microbes interact, and is this interaction beneficial? Nanoparticles and soil microbes interact with microbial proteins and modify their configuration, causing an inhibition of signaling processes in cells and affecting enzymes' catalytic activity. According to a hypothesis, the nanoparticles affect mycorrhizal development, which is extremely beneficial for plants. What is the use of nanosensors in agriculture? In agriculture, Nanosensors are used to detect the humidity of the soil, pesticide residue, nutrient requirement, and crop pest identification. The low limit of detection and high sensitivity of nanosensors makes them more useful for smart agriculture. What is the use of silica nanoparticles in agriculture? The silica nanoparticles, SNPs, are beneficial for plant growth and production and can be used as nanopesticides, nanoherbicides, and nanofertilizers in agriculture. What is a nanofertilizer? Nanofertilizer refers to a product at nanoscale that delivers nutrients to crops. How are nanofertilizers given to the plants? There are three ways to give nanofertilizers as nutrients to the plants. First, as encapsulated inside nanomaterials such as nanotubes or as nanoporous materials. Or it can be coated with a thin protective polymer film, for example, nanourea, or it can be delivered as particles or emulsions of materials of nanoscale dimensions. Which fertilizer is better, nano or conventional fertilizer? Excessive use of conventional fertilizers causes environmental pollution by leaching, denitrification, and volatilization of chemical fertilizers. On the other hand, nanofertilizers offers a slow and gradual release of nutrients for extended periods. Thus, it can be said that nanofertilizers promotes better plant growth with reduced environmental pollution compared to conventional fertilizers. Who is the founder of nanotechnology in India? Professor C.N.R. Rao is considered as the father of Indian nanotechnology. When did nanotechnology started in India? In India, research and work on nanotechnology started in the year 2001. The research started with the formation of Nanoscience and Technology Initiative with an initial funding of rupees 60 crores. Later in 2007, Government of India launched a 5-year program called Nano Mission and it was allocated a budget of rupees 1000 crores. Are the effects of nanoparticles always positive or negative? Effects of nanoparticles can be positive or negative depending upon the plant species and the type of nanoparticles used and the dosage and concentration of nanoparticles used. Why nanoscience and nanotechnology acts as a bridge among all branches of science? Nanoscience and nanotechnology is the study of preparation and applications of materials at nanoscale that can be used across all the other fields of science and technology such as chemistry, biology, physics, material science, engineering and technology, medical and agricultural sciences, automobiles and mechanical engineering, civil and architecture, biotechnology and microbiology. Thus, it is called a bridge among all the branches of science and technology. Why is the green nanotechnology the future of nanotech agriculture? Developing green methods for synthesizing nanoparticles with plant extracts are advantageous as they are simple, convenient, environmental friendly and require less reaction time. Nanomaterials prepared by eco-friendly green methods will increase agricultural potential and improve the fertilization process, plant growth regulators, pesticides, delivery of active components to the desired target sites, treatment of wastewater, and also enhancing the absorption of nutrients in plants, thus providing healthy and nutritious crops. In addition to this, they will also minimize the amount of harmful chemicals that pollutes the environment. What is green nanosynthesis? Which agro wastes can be used in this process? The agro wastes, when used in the synthesis of nanomaterials, is called green synthesis. It includes bioactive agents such as plant materials and microorganisms. Various biowastes that includes vegetable waste, fruit peels, seed stones, tree barks, hard fruit shells, leaf extracts, eggshells, and other agricultural residues, and wastes for the synthesis of different green nanoparticles. With the help of this figure, I have tried to show you all the materials which can be used to prepare the green nanoparticles. And with this, we come to an end of this video. Please leave your comments in the comment box. Thanks for watching.